Like some video games. Welcome, everybody. More Terra Labyrinth. If y'all don't know, this is a game I've been working on and off for the last year. Hello, Nate Cam Does Game, and hello, Game Endeavor. How y'all doing? We did some cool stuff between the last stream. I am fantastic too, thank you. Did some cool stuff between the last stream and now, most of this being today. Andrew put together this tile set. It's very simple. This isn't the full tile set, this is just a test thing. But put it together, got it all working with auto maps and collision layers and all this fancy stuff, and then I figured out how to import it into Godot, and it's working really nicely. We're really happy with this. So he just got it, so we got like auto map, and he figured out how to do the collision layer automatically detecting it, and then I was just figuring out how to make it work with other stuff. Who's working on this game? So it's me and the Retro Dragon on Twitter. Here's a link to his Twitter, and then here's a link to our quote-unquote studio's Twitter. So yeah, we started working on this about a year ago, and it's honestly been about a year since we worked on it. We did a lot of work in like 2 or 3 months, and then we wanted to work on other things, and he was busy, and I was busy. But now we're back in the groove and making some sick progress. So Tiled is really nice with Godot. Like, you could set this up. What we're trying to do is we're setting up Tiled so that the only reason we need to touch Godot is to press run. I finally started to use Godot today, and so far it's alright. I just suck so much at making sprites. I feel that. I can't do art either. But yeah, Tiled. Where's the room? We don't even have a scene for this in Godot. We just export from Tiled, and it works. Like, this is just a TMX file from Tiled. Now we can open this, we could make a scene, an inherited scene, and then from this we could like add nodes and stuff. But as you can see, I just opened the Tiled file. Yes, Tiled is free. I just opened the Tiled file in Godot, and as you could see, the player's already there. There's these areas already. These areas define the camera limits, and yeah, some other stuff. I'm still just messing around with this. Everything is still super not done. But so we don't even need a scene. In fact, our main scene for Godot is just the TMX file. Like, that's it. We're just loading the TMX file, so when I press F5, it just loads the Tiled file. So what I'd like to do in today's stream is figure out how to make entrances and exits that could lead to other Tiled files, and yeah, make it work. So I guess first thing I should do is explain a little of what I have so far, a little more. So how this importer works is, in Tiled, you could set up a bunch of different layers and stuff. These are just tile layers. You could set collisions manually for each tile, or you could set up auto maps so that it pastes this collision layer on top of it automatically. That's just easier than going through each and every tile and defining it. And then, you know, there's decoration layers, background rock layers, this background we're not using right now. And then I have this boundaries thing and this entity thing. And the collisions translate to Godot, yep, automatically, using this importer that you could find on the asset library. You just search tiled. It's made by this guy. And hey, Andrew's here, sweet. So he could explain some stuff too for things that I missed because he did most of the setting up tiled. But the fancy stuff that I did was making a month ago, Game Endeavor, you were there. I had that stream where we set up room boundaries here. What I did today was make it so I could set the room boundaries in tiled, because setting up the room boundaries in Godot is a pain in the ass because you have to mess with scale and stuff, and this Godot, the 2D editor here, sometimes it's a little finicky. So if you're working with just tiles, it's good to use a tile editor like this. So now what we could do here, let's just resize this map to be 150 tiles wide, and then I could just start adding some more stuff. Also, this is the first day that I'm using tiled, so I might be fumbling around a little bit. So I could add some floor. Alright, I will fix that. Hold control, you can make... Oh, that would have been helpful to know before, thank you. But yeah, let's erase some of this. Thank you, dude. Yeah, Andrew and I are super excited about this, and we're trying to figure out everything right now, because this is much more comfortable than the Godot editor. How do I, is there a way to make, oh, there is a way to make lines. Sweet. And then, what else should we do here? I don't know, something like that. And then you could just press A, and then it does an auto map, and then erase that was generated earlier. Then we could stick some rocks in the background, stuff. It's neat. Put some pots. How do we do that? Tile sets. And then, so there's a new room. Here's a fancy thing, and Andrew, check this out. If we just select boundaries here, then it should automatically set up a rectangle. I could just drag a box around this room, and then maybe I could set this up to do it automatically, but then you have to set the type to area, and then press save. Now if I go back to Godot and just press F5, what's this? It's the room we just made. So I just did all of that in tiled, and then opened up Godot, and it works like magic. It's just loading up the TMX file right here. And then, I mean, you have to open Godot for it to work. Godot has to, the plugin has to read the file and then create the import file, which is somewhere in there. So you can't just like stick some things in a folder and make it work automatically without ever opening the editor. But you just have to open the editor, and you know, I have to open the editor to press play anyway. So it's so perfect. And then yeah, so now we have a new room here, and drawing out a box in tiled is a lot easier than like, you know, putting the thing in the middle, trying to stretch it to fit the room, blah blah blah. That shit's annoying. So tiled makes that just boop, area, done. And there's probably a way for us to set a template or something so that it's always area. And what else do we do? I also made it so, Andrew, check this out. Map properties, we could set custom properties here. I just put background is a custom property, and I set the value to ruins. And then in my, I forgot to show this, in my import script, this is what makes some of the magic happen. It checks if it has the custom property background, and then if it does, it goes into areas. We're gonna change the directory of this later, and then loads that background. So areas, ruins, background.tscn, which is this. And then that just loads into the game. And then for any area, we could just, hold on, let me move some stuff. We could just go to background, change the properties. Once we have the tundra area set up, we could do that. Maybe we could figure out how to make it so, what I'd like to do, since we're talking about having each area having different stuff in the background, maybe we could figure out how to have just the layers in tiled and then import that into Godot and make it parallax. Like, we just have 3 layers and then Godot will automatically do the cool moving background stuff. That would be neat to look into. But we don't need to do that right now. But yeah, custom properties, we could do this for music. We could do this for whatever we want. So much we could do with tiled. And yeah, this stuff is so cool. And then my goal for this stream right now is to figure out how to move between these maps, using only things from tiled. Meaning, I don't want to write a single script for any map to tell it what map to go to. I mean, we're gonna be writing some scripts, but I just want a general script that tiled could read and Godot could read that could move you from one room to the other. So that's the plan for at some point during the stream. Another thing I want to do in the stream probably first is placing down enemies and stuff. Hopefully that'll be easy. But yeah, isn't that neat? How about that? And we can just keep expanding this one file, and we make changes to the file, then we press run on Godot, and it just works. Everything just works. I've known about tiled for a while. I've downloaded tiled a million times and just opened it and looked at it and was so confused. But now that we figured out how to do it, it's just easy. I didn't want to make any of the tile sets or anything. That's where I looked at that and then stopped. But then Andrew just went and did it, so sweet. And then doing all the fun game logic-y stuff, that's all I had to do, and it's fun. I like the fun game logic-y stuff. Because all the game logic is just in this tiled import script. Basically, you can make a script, and then the TMX in this import tab, you could give it a script, and I'm gonna set a default script so that we don't have to do this for everything. But yeah, you just do that. Oh, or I could just do that. Oh, perfect. I don't even need to change anything. Yeah, I could just set as default, and then now all future ones should have this script, which will, get the background. It'll set up the collisions the way I need it to be. Then it'll spawn the player at a certain point, but this is temporary. And then this sets up the boundaries, the camera boundaries here. And all the actual boundary logic is right here in the player, where checks if camera handler has overlapping areas, which is only in this collision layer 14, or technically 15, and then gets the extents of that thing, blah blah blah, sets the global rectangle, whatever I did, I don't remember. And bam, camera's locked to the rooms. And it's so quick, it's so easy, it's so nice. And now we could just make rooms. And the other neat thing is you could embed internal images here. I'm pretty sure that means, well, right now it's broken. If I press re-import, there's errors. But I'm pretty sure that means we could do like custom images per room if we want to do fancy stuff in certain rooms or whatever. What else could we do here? Tile metadata. This is for objects. Before I had that tile map, the things tile map, where we could place down enemies and stuff, but with tiled, we could set up objects, place down objects in here, and then we could give custom metadata there. It's awesome. Hawkbird Tree says controls look pretty tight. Thank you, I'm so happy with these controls right now. And, oh man. Been working on, I mean, when you've been working on controls on and off for a year, you'd hope that they'd be good by now. But I'm so proud of these. Just started to learn Godot, and I have been watching your videos. You inspired me, thank you. I have a question. What are the limitations of Godot? So, for 2D, I'm going to say whatever 2D game you want to make, you can make it. Maybe if you're getting heavy on like simulation, like I said this the other day, don't try to make Dwarf Fortress or anything using GD script, but for 2D, GD script and Godot in general will get you wherever you need it to be. The only thing that I didn't like about 2D development was making levels, because the tile maps, moving things around in the 2D editor, when you're doing a lot of things, can get a little cumbersome. If you're doing a small game, if you're working on a game jam, don't worry about extra stuff. But if you're working on big projects, it only took me a day to set up tiled, and then basically I'm totally happy with the 2D. For 3D, on the other hand, 3D needs some optimization fixes. It also needs some physics changes, because I don't know if Caleb's here, but he says that the physics are messed up with the 3D and slopes don't work super well. And also, the optimization, basically, there's no occlusion calling, meaning if there's a big building in front of you and then a vast mountain range behind it, the vast mountain range is getting rendered on your computer even though you don't see it. Modern game engines, whatever you don't see isn't actually being rendered, meaning it's not pushing your GPU at all. So Godot doesn't have that yet, but it's planned to be coming in 4.0. We'll see if it actually comes in 4.0, because I think they said it was planned to be coming in 3.1 and 3.0, but it hasn't yet. But we'll see. And there is frustum calling, meaning things that are behind you doesn't get rendered, but blah blah blah. And also, once it gets the Vulkan backend, it should also just get faster. I don't know the details about that. All I know is they're implementing the new backend. 3D should get faster. But I say for 2D games, it's perfect. For 3D games, depends on how great you want it to look. If you're just doing a simple, I don't know. Don't expect AAA quality graphics from Godot. At least not performance AAA quality graphics. But I say 2D, perfect engine. I'd recommend it over Game Maker for sure. But can I recommend this over Unity yet? Maybe not yet. I think it's easier than Unity. I like it more than Unity. It's also freer than Unity. And the other thing is, anything that isn't performant, if you know how to fix it with C++, you can. Because the whole engine's open source, and you can do whatever you want with it. Alright, off of that tangent, what was I going to do? I want to figure out how to make enemies. And I think I'm just going to experiment with this right now. I think we're going to need a new tile set. Image. Can we have multiple sources? Collection. Sweet. And then save. Enemies. Is this add tiles? Okay. Oh, I'm already here. So let's just try adding an wisp. Oh, is this the whole tile? Oof. I just want it to be part of this tile. Is that possible? I don't know. Okay, what I think we're gonna have to do is split up these guys. And it's fine with splitting these up. This is gonna be separate from any of the Godot stuff. This is just for us. We could do this without images if we wanted to. I'm just sticking everything in the same folder for now, and we're gonna organize it later. So okay. No. What I want to do is make these objects. So insert tile. Is that it? Insert tile, bam. Okay, and then there's an entity. No, I think I want a template, actually. I think I want a template so that it'll already have... I could put the type as Wisp, or maybe name as Wisp, and then I could just insert template, and it'll work. I think. No, what the hell? No, go away. How do I... hide this. Okay. So, how do we make a template? Or can I just name this Wisp? Entities. Insert tile. Bam. Type Wisp. Okay. Okay. I also... I don't want this in the entities. I want a separate one for enemies, and we're not going to have entities. I'm going to change that because we don't need this. Hi, Leah. Okay. And then enemies. Objects. Okay, so it's there. And then I think we could just go in here now. So let's go to our this guy. And then for enemy in scene get node enemies get children print enemy has meta wait get meta type, I think capital T, and then let's re-import this shit, and then it should say Wisp in here somewhere. Just kidding. So I don't think it's an actual... Why did it bring me to this? Let's try T. Re-import. Nope. Okay, how do we get the type? Documentation time. Is there any way to get the type? Wait. Let's look at the scene. Enemies, 17. I mean, I could get the texture, but it's gotta have type here somewhere, right? Maybe? I could get the texture name. That's an option, but that's kind of a hacky way of doing it. I guess I need to set up a template here. So let's remove this. Or custom properties. Enemy type Wisp. And then just, not working. Cool. Enemy type Wisp. I don't know. Just try placing it again. For enemy, in scene, get nodes enemy, get children. Where's the metadata even stored here? Is that something we could see? I don't think it is. Why is it not letting me get the enemy type? Enemy, get meta, enemy type. Does it have that? I don't know why. Oh. It doesn't. Why not? It should. Will this change anything? So that at least lets us get a name, but, you know, we can't have multiple. So what do we do? There is still getting the texture name. We can still do that. But I don't want to do that. I want to do this a correct way, if possible. So what the fuck? There's a way of getting all the metadata, right? Get meta list. Let's try that. No, don't save. Save. Just want to save this. Close that. And then re-import this. There's no metadata. What is this nonsense? There is. It's right there. Does it have to be like custom properties? Does this have to be a template? That's my guess. It has to be a template. Like if we do this, and then set it to Wisp. Like manually, which I don't want to do because the whole point is that we could just throw these tiles down. Now it's there. So it can't be baked into the enemy. Now, how do we turn this into a template? You may have to set a rule. How do you do that? Rules.txt. Is that in here? Collision rule. And save the file name below that. Huh? Will this make the custom properties work? Okay. Oh, did it? Did that just work? Hey! Save the day. Nope. Just kidding. Okay, hit A. How about now? Oh, I didn't mean to run that. Nope, that wasn't it. Damn it. Did you ever conclude that Zelda tutorial series? No, and I was gonna make it for 3.1, but didn't, and now I think I'm just gonna wait till 4.0, because 4.0 is already coming soon. Because it's out of date for 3.0, and I don't want to have a video halfway through the series saying how to update it to 3.1, because then people would have to watch all of it in 3.0 first, and then switch to 3.1, and then I'd rather just remake it, but I didn't remake it yet. Alright, maybe we could do a template. First, let's get rid of this. What was that? I don't care. I don't know why it won't let me get type here. How do you make this work? Okay. Wisp. Enemy type Wisp. Create template. I just want to create a template. How do I do that? Creating templates. Yeah, this is a game we want to put on Steam. But we are far from that point. Right click on the object on the map and selecting save as template. Oh! Save as template. Wisp. And now I could insert templates. Is there an easy way of seeing templates? I mean, what we could also do is just make a tile set for this and then have Godot read the tiles and replace them. That's how I already do it. But if we do it as objects, then it's better. No, I wanted to read as a tile set from right here, and then, but let us use them as objects. Like, where is this templates thing? I don't even see it. Maybe the templates is gonna look good. Templates. What? No, I think templates is... I'd rather it just be the tiles. I think that would be so much easier. because templates is a whole nother menu that we shouldn't have to deal with. I mean, this is fine. Like, this is fine. And then will it read it? Yes, it reads it. So like that'll work, you know? What do you think, Andrew? We could also let's oh no, I kind of want to figure out how to do it right here, because then we just have a tab right here and we can see all the enemies laid out right here. Like, this is nice, but I'd like to use templates for, like, templates, you know? Because there's probably stuff that we'd actually want to use templates for, and not just a tile with one property. So yeah, fuck that. Let's figure out how we could do that with this. Why is there no way to read type here? Because if I could just type wisp here, type the type wisp here, enemies, bam, there should be a way to see that, right? And I don't need that custom property anymore. Why is it still there? Go away. I also don't need this template. I don't know. I'm gonna do the good old turn it off and back on. So, enemies, right? We selected enemies. We insert tile, and we pick an enemy, and we put it down. Type wisp. No custom properties. How do we get Godot to read the type? Let's look at what we have available in here. Tiled map reader. Properties to save the value. Is it just lowercase? Am I dumb? Well, no, because it's not there. But maybe there's properties to save the value in the metadata. Type. So how do we read the type? Make layer. Type. I don't think it saves type into the metadata. Set custom properties. Let's look what's in there. So why doesn't this... Set tiled... Oh! Uh-oh. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Tile metadata on reimport. Import script. Get meta. Alright, work now. Alright, why are you doing that? Buddy, come on. Enemy. Get meta type. Reimport. Work! Does it even run? So it runs. That wisp isn't there anymore. Did I even put a wisp down? Yes. There should be a wisp there. Let's open it up. There is a wisp there. Yes, I saved the tile document. It's here. Question is... Wait, is it save tiled properties instead of tile metadata? What is tile let's look. tile meta into the tile set resource. Might be that. It's this, right? It's this. It's save tile properties. Right? It's that. Right? It says null. Very annoying. Come on, man. Get meta list. That was the name, right? Get meta list. Wait, no. Re-import. Huh? Wait. So that's new. But where's type? It's showing this other crap. Where's type? And why doesn't just using custom properties work, you know? Alright, so now it's empty. Tile metadata. Still empty. So it's... Why is it less now? Okay. Why doesn't it expose type? And why doesn't it just let me use custom properties from here? You know? Because if I could just set custom... If I could just set... Get rid of type. Make the enemy type. Set it to Wisp. Save that. It's there. Delete these guys. It's there. Save. Open it up. It's not reading it. What the fuck? So like I said, I can just read the texture because that's gonna be a unique thing that I could check between everything. But I'd like custom properties to work. You know? Is there a setting in tiled here? There's gotta be something. There's something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing. Should I make him an actual tile set but not a collection of images? I don't see why that would do it, but I am. But it does seem like a silly, dumb thing that might work. So that's the wrong size. Whatever, let's try that. Custom properties, add, enemy type, Wisp. Save. Enemy, I crashed. Fuck. Okay. Enemy type Wisp. Save. Load. That's not it. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Go back. New tile set. Enemies. Collection of images. Save as. Enemies. Add image. Wisp. U. Enemy. Wisp. Save. Save. Enemies. Okay. Enemies. Wisp. Custom property is enemy. Wisp. Save. Godot. Nothing. Save child properties. Not there. Tile metadata. Enemy! There we go. Okay. I don't know what we did differently there. Whoa. Okay, enemy. Get. Meta. Enemy. Reimport. Wisp! Oh! Hey! Okay, okay. Alright, there we go. We did it. Now we just need to... okay. After this, we're gonna do... Scene... Get node enemies... Free. Because it's not gonna matter after this section right here. In fact, let's create a function for it. So, scene is not declared. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna look at their example first. Object, get position. What is object? Okay. So let's see. Type is this. I would love to do tutorials on tiled because I think this is a fantastic resource. I love it so much. And yeah, once I'm a master at this, I'm gonna make everyone a master at this. Type is enemy get meta enemy. Position equals enemy position. Position? Okay, so that's an actual number we could use. That's good. I don't know why it keeps... Oh, I know why it keeps opening player. Okay. Load. Okay. Enemy node equals load resources enemies type plus dot tscn bam bam instance scene. I think someone did tutorials for how to do this with Godot, and I probably should have watched them before I'm sitting here bumbling around on stream. I'll look into that later. Scene. Add child enemy node. Enemy node dot set owner is scene. And also we're gonna set enemy node position equals object position. Import. Run. What do you know? Magic. I don't know why it started working. Like, I don't know why it wouldn't let me find the property there earlier. Like what? Is it because there was an underscore? I don't know. I have no idea. The only thing I changed was the name of the property. Maybe that this wasn't checked. It might not have been checked. Maybe I had checked it after I had already removed the custom property. Maybe I was being stupid and not trying everything when I thought I was. All I know is now it's working and I'm real happy. So, one thing I want to check, is his position reset when you walk back into the room? I just want to see if an old script still works. Yes, okay. Fully functioning. Okay! So now, adding the rest of the enemies should be easy peasy, right? Now all we have to do is, for each enemy, and there's not a lot of enemies, so don't worry, we just have to, like, for instance, let's do Terra Minor next. Bam. Crop. Save. Terra Labyrinth rewrite. Enemies. No, not enemies. Add-ons. No. Areas. Ruinous test. Kragala. Is there an underscore in there? There is not. Minor. Okay. Tiled. Add tile. Terra Minor. Bam. Custom properties. Enemy is Terra Minor. Save. Bam. Update, please. Oh, did I? Uh-oh. Alright, let's hope this still works. Bam. Save. Run. Okay, I need to fix the offset, but easy peasy. Alright, I'm not gonna fix. No, I just want to erase. Is this S? And then move up, save. There, new enemy. See? What? That was a minute. 1 minute to add a new enemy to tiled. And I don't have to add it to any script or anything. Like, I don't need it. Adding it to the tiled tile set is a lot easier than adding it to a Godot tile set. Because the way I had it before was things, and I had them all here. And then this was stuck to us. I didn't like it like this. Like, it's one of the coolest things I've come up with, but tiled's a better idea. And I will figure out offset later. So let's just add all the enemies. Let's do the frog. Just pick a frog image. Godot doesn't need to integrate tiled. I think tiled is its own thing, and just the fact that there's a good plugin for it that works perfectly, people could just download the plugin if they need it. You can export it into Godot. How does it handle collisions? You could just set up collisions in tiled, and then the Godot importer just automatically detects them. Easy peasy. We did collisions a fancy way, where instead of adding collisions for every tile, we made a collision layer here, and we also made it so it automatically creates the collision layer off of new tiles. I'm not Andrew, is that necessarily better than just adding the collisions onto the tile themselves? Because I feel like putting all the rules for that is like, I don't know. I didn't mess around with it at all, so I don't know. Wait, hold on, what was I doing? Adding more dudes. No, not property. You frog. Bam. Custom properties. Enemy. Frog. Save. Put it down. Put it down right here. That's probably going to be in the ground because I don't have offset yet. And then run. Bam. No frog. Where's the frog? Oh, save. Can you make an RPG tutorial? I don't know how to do turn-based combat, so probably not. Oh, that was cute. He jumped on the guy. What do you mean by even power-ups, GHJKL? Hey, how better is tiled in comparison with Godot's native tile map editor? In my opinion, so much better. So much better. It takes like a hot minute to set up the way you want it to, but like I have it set up pretty nicely, and I only worked on it for a few hours today, and that's gonna make editing maps so much easier. Like tiled, you could, like the way I set up room boundaries with the camera, so much easier to do in tiled than with Godot, because you can't even use tiled maps for that. I'd have to define them manually. Same with enemies in Godot. By default, you have to add the enemy to the scene, drag it where you want, blah blah blah. I set it up in Godot so that you don't have to do that, but that's extra stuff you have to do. If you're gonna do extra stuff, I recommend just doing tiled. Tiled took a minute to figure out, and I'm still figuring out, as y'all could see, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. And now it's faster for me to add new enemies to the tile map. Tiled's good. Also, I messed up my rectangle here. Rectangle. Okay, and hide. I think I just did it wrong the first time. Okay, so more enemies. Let's just get all the enemies right now. It's an excuse for me to be able to show you all the enemies we have. Let's do 24 by 24. Crop, save. Owl Knight, yes. Tiled, add. Owl Knight, bam, plus enemy Owl Knight, save, and then let's just get the Owl Garden here too, and we'll do the Wasp as well, but bam, open, Owl Guard, 24 by 24, crop. Don't save. Save. Here. Owl Guard. Here. Add. Owl Guard. Bam. Add. Enemy. Owl Guard. Save, and the wasp nest is here. Don't even need to edit it, just throw it in here. Add wasp nest. Is there a way for me to shrink this, because he's not actually this big in game? We're not going to do the wasp nest right now. But as for these guys, now, yeah, we could just, instead of them being a tile that you can't move in Godot, you can move them here. We'd also be able to, if we want, add more properties. We're not going to do this, but let's say if we wanted this wisp to have 5 health instead of 4, we could do that. I think a better way of making use of this custom properties is maybe if this room has a door that requires an enemy to be killed, we could set a custom property here, which in Godot we would, once that's spawned, it'll check for, I don't know, that's something I can figure out later. But custom properties, we could do some stuff that just a straight up tile map spawner cannot do. But let's see if these guys work. They sure do. Would you look at that, folks? Magic. Absolute magic. Let's see if they work off screen. Man, I love just being able to drag them. Dragging them and them being attached to the grid. Ugh. Brings tears to my ears. Oh. Well, you could see... Okay, that's a bug. But you can see how they look when they're uninitialized. I'll fix that later. Should be an easy fix. Oops. Why do I let you slide in? Oh, I don't. Never mind. Just kidding. And then if you leave the room and come back, the other guy's dead. I need to fix this. The other guy's dead, but this guy, since you left the room, his health is refilled. I don't know if that's how I want to do it yet, but that's how it works right now. I had to hard code that. This guy does not act properly when he's up against a wall. But whatever. Okay, so we added enemies. And it was really easy. Like, relatively easy. Okay, it was a little annoying, but that's just because I was being dumb. Now we could do other fancy stuff. So, one thing I'm curious about is can we make a template of an entire room that has all the properties we need to set available? Like, for instance, map properties, have all the custom properties set up here, have all the tile sets available here. I mean, I guess we could just add these as needed. I do want to figure out, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what the process is. No, okay, hold on. Let's take a closer look at templates. Can we make any created object? I want to make a map template. Is that a thing? Are maps considered objects? Map properties. I don't think they're considered objects. Like, new map. It would be cool. I mean, we could just make a map template and copy and paste it as needed. But it'd be nice if we could set it up so that there's not room for error there. I don't know. Does anyone here happen to have experience with tiled? And knows what I'm talking about, and if there's a way to do it. Because what I'd like is to have a, when you open the thing, all of these layers and tile sets and terrains will automatically show up. I guess we will figure that out. But this has like... Whoa, you could auto map while drawing? Does that mean I could just Oh, and it automatically draws the collisions? Man, that's sick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure tiled supports isometric. Oh, so we don't... Yeah, this is good. But the only thing is, currently, this does not erase it, so... Also, why is undo only going one at a time? And not strokes? At least undo is also undoing the auto map. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, unless there's a good way of doing templates, I don't really know. What are commands? Oh, neat. Could probably make it so I could run the game from tiled, but I don't care. I'm not sure. What are our export options? Oh, you could export this in a game maker? That's nice. Be cool if there's an exporter for Godot TSCN. Okay. Yeah, I think we just have to create a template with all the stuff there and just kind of do it. If you edit the tile map in Godot, does it refresh in tiled? No. In fact, you can't edit the TMX in Godot. You could take the TMX and create a scene based off of it, and then you could like place your nodes in here, and then the changes that you make in tiled would still appear here. But what I'm doing instead is just making every single thing in tiled and going from there. I basically don't want to ever have to open these files in Godot, you know? I basically just want to have these files in here and never touch them. Any logic that I need to happen in a room, I want to be able to define it in tiled. Have you messed with Godot 3D much? Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people like this thing of mine. I was making an online multiplayer FPS. It's not good. But the art's really nice. Andrew made the art for this too. Also did... I'm also remaking it, but with a scriptable weapons thing that I'm really proud of. That's neat. Those are really my two main 3D projects. And there's also this crap that I don't even know if is gonna work right now. Oh yeah, there's two people. Notice how it's actually a is seemingly a sprite here. But what's actually happening here is there is a model in here, but it's in a separate plane of existence, and a camera is pointed at this model, and pixelating it. I wanted to play around with this art style a little bit. This art style is neat. It's basically billboard sprites, but they're not sprites, they're actual models. That way you could have actual full animations here. The full animation would be playing out. And then maybe I could figure out how to make it lower FPS to just really fake it even more. Because people do 3D models in 2D environments, but has anyone ever done 3D models in 2D environments in 3D environments? I don't think so. How do I handle the rotations? It's just There's a pivot camera that goes around here in 45-degree angles. Like, the pivot is centered right here, and then it goes choot, 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 choot. But, you know, exactly 45 degrees. Yeah, whatever. That's irrelevant. I stopped working. Oh, this is the wrong project, too. Terra Labyrinth. Yeah, if y'all want to see more of that stuff, I might stream it eventually, but I don't know. By the way, since there's 23 people here, just gonna promote myself. I mean, I'm already here, so you're watching me, but I'm gonna promote something. I have a Patreon. For a while, there haven't been any good rewards for Patreon. There haven't been any rewards for Patreon. But yesterday, what am I talking about? I went and, added new rewards, new tiers. If you donate $1, and I know I haven't done any videos recently, but that's gonna change soon. $1, you get your name listed at the end of a video. You get a nice gold name on our Patreon. See, look at Pullage right here. I bet he loves his gold name. Look at that gold name. Some gold names here. And I'm gonna be putting some special updates on Patreon. I deleted all my old posts, but there'll be new posts. Fresh new posts. Silver, you get. I'm gonna start uploading my project source files to GitHub or something. Whatever I could put that only patrons could access. Not Terra Labyrinth. I'm saying most, but specifically not Terra Labyrinth. This is my baby. But I might be putting other things that steal things from Terra Labyrinth that will be available for patrons. I have a lot of projects that y'all might be interested in. Like, maybe you've seen Stars Align. Look at that title screen. It's beautiful. Pa! This is a whole ass thing. If y'all want to learn how to make a simple Metroidvania game with enemies and dying and killing things and collecting items and save and load. Here, where are some interesting features? You know, you can get items. Game save. Now I have a gun. If y'all want to learn how to do that, I'm probably not going to make a tutorial on this for a hot minute. Here's save and load. Now if I die, I respawn there. And also, if I close the game and press continue, I'm still there. If you want to learn how to do that, I'm going to put this on Patreon. It's not there yet, but if y'all want to steal my Stars Align code, $5 a month. And you know, it's available to you as soon as you pledge. So honestly, if you want to steal from me, you could pledge $5, download the game, and unpledge before the beginning of the month. $10 gold tier patrons will have a shout out at the end of videos. If y'all watch my Zelda series, I did that then too. You can get a custom role in my Discord. I guess that only matters if you're in my Discord. By the way, join my Discord. We have a lot of fun. And all previous rewards. Emerald, here's where it's getting fancy. I want to start doing commissions. These prices are very loose. Loose prices, could be more or less. Just ideas. I want to do commissions on both tech demos for games and tutorials. For instance, if you're curious about this tiled stuff, this is a bad example because I'm still learning it, but if you are curious about this tiled stuff and if you'd like to see, if you want this, because I'm never going to give up Terra Labyrinth, okay? You're never getting my Terra Labyrinth source code. You'll see it in stream, so if you want to copy down every single thing you see and copy Terra Labyrinth, fine. But I'm never giving away the source code. But this tiled stuff, I'd love to share. I just don't have time to do it and get $5 of ad revenue after 3 months, you know? So if you want me to make a tech demo of a project that uses tiled, like, I don't know, maybe a Zelda-like project. Maybe you want to see Zelda, but with all the rooms defined and tiled, and all the enemies be able to place and tiled, and then you'd be able to go into the project and see how it's done, and either build off of it yourself. You could do whatever you want with your commission. I'm not gonna put it up anywhere unless you want me to. I am gonna make a video of it, but yeah, you could take it, you could make your game off of it, you could study off of it, and that would be like $30, maybe less. If y'all are interested in that but can't pay $30, go ahead and let me know. But if it's more complicated than that, it might be more than $30. And then the other thing is, I want to make tutorials commissioned too. The only reason I haven't been making tutorials recently is because they don't make me any money at all. So, like, streaming makes me as much, if not much more, money than making tutorials. Even though I like doing tutorials, it just takes so much time and makes no money. Whereas streaming, I could work on the projects that I was going to work on anyway, and then people get to watch and still learn stuff. Y'all are learning about tiled right now, but if you want a full tutorial, I'm probably going to make one eventually. Here's the thing, if y'all are thinking of asking me to commission a tutorial, I might say, no, I'm going to make that anyway. But yeah, tutorials. If it's something that you've seen me do, but I haven't done a tutorial of, let me know. If it's something that you haven't seen me do, but want to ask anyway, I'll figure it out for you for $50. Because if I get, like, 1 commission a month, that's nice. That's, like, a very nice amount of money. 1 commission a month would help me a lot. Because, you know, I'm in college. I'm a freshman. I had a part-time job and hated it and quit. I'm paying for school by myself. I'm paying for school using YouTube. I can only go to community college right now because that's what I could afford with YouTube, and that's what I'm able to get through with my grades. So this, like, I'm paying. I paid for this semester of school saving up $70 a month. I'd like to be able to, you know, I want to buy Link's Awakening. So if y'all want to support me, commissions, like, seriously, that would help so much. I would be so thankful. And I am going to make a YouTube video begging more people to get commissions. But here's a little sneak peek. Just, price is negotiable. It also doesn't have to be on Patreon. If you want to do PayPal, just message me. I'm available on, you can message me on Twitter, you can message me on Discord. Where are these notifications? Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, seriously, just, this would help me so much. If y'all want to see tutorials, commissions will make me do it. I'll make a tutorial. My time frame is like 2 weeks. Tutorials would take me like a few days straight of working on it, and then 2 weeks gives me enough time to make sure I could schedule it. If y'all want to see how to make tiled with what I know right now, I can make a tutorial. I might just make one anyway, so actually don't commission that. I'm gonna make that. If y'all wanna see how I made Stars Align, I could do that. If y'all want me to make your own Stars Aligned, I'll make your own custom build of Stars Align. If y'all want the Zelda-like stuff but with more features, you can commission that too. If you want remakes of game engines, if you want to see Super Mario Brothers 3 and Godot, commission it. That's something I'd love to work on. But it's just something I don't have time to work on because I need to make Terra Labyrinth because I've been putting this off for too long. If y'all want to see an FPS game engine, commission it. If y'all want to see, what else can I make? Anything platformer. Like, Terra Labyrinth is a good idea of kind of action games I can make. I could do this, I could do it top-down. 3D is a little iffy. FPS is something I'm familiar with, but really nothing more than that. If y'all want to see it, commission it, please. And if you can't give up $30 or don't need anything commissioned, just consider $5 a month. I'm gonna start putting out a lot of Patreon content. I'm gonna y'all are gonna want this soon. Maybe. Who knows? Probably not. But I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna stop begging. RPG, I don't know how to make RPGs, but if you want to commission me to make turn-based combat, I'll figure it out for $50. Turn-based combat's still something I definitely want to figure out on my own too, because I'm sure that's something that people would want to see from me. I mean, you're asking me about it, so clearly people already want to see it from me. But I'm more familiar with action games because it's just detecting hitboxes and moving people around. That's all action games are. Turn-based is a lot more work. Oh, that's neat. I could do a thing with this. Throw one of these guys on a spike or something, and then pogo off it. Why can't I do it anymore? I love the physics of this game. It's very neat. So, I just wasted a lot of time advertising my own stuff. Sorry about that. Let's get back to development. Close this. Close this. So, yeah, we got the enemies. But like I said earlier, I want to figure out how to make... Oh, I still need a... I need to figure out how to make these templates. But the thing is, Andrew set this stuff up. And I think Andrew had to go. But... Here, let's start by just... Save as... Templates. So now we're in template. And then erase everything. Alright, there's our template. And then... Oh, this too. Save. And now... Oh, no, we can't just do that, though. I wish there was a way to do it. Like, is there no way to... save layers? Oh, you know what? No. Hold on. I feel like that's such like a... That's such like a obvious thing, you know? Such an obvious thing to be able to make your own templates. Because here's the thing, I'd like to make it so I could define area entrances and exits. So that you could, like, I'll have an area right here, and then custom properties that would point to the other place that it would go. But I can't do that unless I have a very standard way of organizing all of it, you know? And it would be really annoying to have to go in through every single one of these and define all of these things. So I'm wondering... And the reason I can't just do a template file that I'll copy and paste for each thing is I'd like to make it so I could make one change in the template and then it reflects upon everything else. Procedural content generation? What do you mean by that? See, this game was actually supposed to be a randomized roguelite type of deal. So, Yeah, that was what this game was going to be. In fact, if you haven't seen the original, we made this in a week. It's it has 3 areas with randomized levels, like fake randomized levels. It wasn't really randomized. Here, let me just show you. I'm only showing this because I have not played this game in a year. And this was my baby. This is the OG Terra Labyrinth, boys. Oh, it was the old music too! Andrew made this song. So, oh, those are some nice doors. I need these in the new one. Oh, the physics are so bad. Oh, this is so old. Everything's so, like, hard to control. So, this is all random, but only kinda. Whoa, the wisps had eyes before. Oh my god, this is... And a lot of health. Jesus Christ. Death animations were really bad. The slopes actually kind of worked. Oh no, they slow you down so much. You couldn't crouch before. The frogs are massive. These guys are so big. They're much smaller in the main game. And we just had these chasms separating everything. The random generation was fake, meaning we defined the entire layouts of the entire place. Like, oh, this area requires these items. We put like we just predefined a bunch of maps, but then each individual room of the map is picked from a hat, you know? Here we can't go until later. Oh my god, oh. Here we need an item. This is so bad, but I love it so much. We put so much work into this. As much work as we physically could in a week. Did these guys not even take knockback? Oh wow, and you could stand on them. I mean, I could kind of... Like, I could feel how it's similar. Because we built the current version, like, straight off of this version. So, like, this sword animation, completely unchanged. Here's an item. Now we have a boomerang. This still needs to be implemented in the remake. And this lets us go back to that one room that we saw earlier. But these guys are gonna kill me. Yeah, so this is the old Terra Labyrinth. We reached the next area. There's 3 areas. They're all semi-randomized. The order of that you find the areas is always the same. You also get healed by going through the door. Yeah, this was my first experience with random generation. And we wanted the main game to be, like, fully randomized. But randomized games are really hard to make fun. So we gave up on that idea. So, yeah, I'm not going to play any more of this. And then here's the new one. Very different. So much quieter. Like, actual quieter. This one feels so much better. There's acceleration and deceleration, so you're not just like zipping around in the air. There's actual smooth movement on the ground and in the air. Then the slide boosting. If you slide and then jump, you get a speed boost. There's also this. Wall jumping feels better, but I didn't even show wall jumping. Yeah, this game's better, but there is a little rewind to how Terra Labyrinth used to be back in the olden days. In fact, about a year ago today. Wow. Yeah. Next week it will have been a year since we... Wow! Today is probably, like, the 1 year anniversary, maybe a couple days ago. But it's, like, the 1 year anniversary of when we started working on this. Because the jam lasted a week. We uploaded on Sunday, or on Saturday, and we didn't actually start developing it on that Saturday. So I think today is, like, the 1 year anniversary of the birth of Terra Labyrinth. Yeah, it was a very exciting time. Also, I think 1 year ago today was, Nah, never mind. Yeah, wow. So we have been working on this game for a year. Oh my god, that is so scary to think about. We've gotten so little done. But also so much done. We did a lot. We just thought we were going to do more. But, you know, people run out of time. We're busy boys. Also, hi Andrew. I thought you left. Okay, so Terra Labyrinth. Just in case you didn't see, maybe this is something for you to figure out. Is there any way to make templates for tiled? As in, all of these layers would automatically be there? Like, what I'm thinking is we could just make a blank map and then copy and paste it. But the thing is, if we have to add new layers or something to that map, we'd have to change it and everything. So that would be, I don't know. Do you know of a way to make it so all this stuff is automatically there? And are you planning on making this game commercial, says Simple Gaming? Hopefully. First we're just trying to make this game good, then we could think about selling it. Our plan last year was to make a Kickstarter and everything, but like even now, I don't think we can commit to working on this all year and ask for money beforehand. Like maybe once we're much further into development, like maybe after we have a demo, we could think about how we're gonna plan that. But we spent so much time and energy trying to figure out how we were gonna do it last year that we weren't actually making the game. And, you know, that's not the way to go. But we'd like to put it on Steam. We'd like to put it on console, if that's a possibility later. Like, I would love nothing more than to play Terra Labyrinth on the Switch. Yeah. And boy, has this game been delayed. It's feeling good. So at the very least, the physics are feeling good. The general movement is feeling decent. We also have an overworld, but it's not going to be functioning anymore since I changed a lot of stuff. Like, you can walk into maps, but the camera's going to be fucked up. Or not. The camera's fine. No, yep, camera's fucked up. Yeah, it's not scrolling. But yeah, we have an overworld, and you could leave, walk to the next area. But that's what I want to figure out right now, is how to make, how to connect these tiled things to the overworld. And eventually we're also going to have to make the overworld in tiled. We basically want to be able to edit the entire game's level design without Godot. So we'd just make a level in tiled, then we'd add it to the world map, and then we'd run the game and it would be there. That's the goal. Now, how hard is that going to be? Who knows? We just started working on this today. Alright, we just started working on the tiled integration today. But, I mean, check it out. We're already doing pretty well. I think the main thing that I'm worried about right now is there a way to make templates? I tried Googling this, but let me try harder. I don't want object templates. Well, this is old because now you can make object templates. I'm wondering if there's a way to make a map template. Because that would be very, very nice. And I'm not even seeing any threads about, like, I'm not even seeing any requests for this, so I'm not even sure. If there's no requests for it, that kind of makes me feel like there's a way to do it. Because there's gotta be other people who want to do it this way, you know? There's gotta be other people who are making, a game that require all these layers to do it, you know? I guess what I could do, I mean, I could write the import script to be a little more carefree, if that makes any sense. Right now it looks in the boundary layer, and it looks in the entities layer, it looks in the enemies layer, and it does everything based off of the children of those layers. What I could do instead is just parse through the entire thing and take care of the stuff by their type. The issue with that was I couldn't figure out how to read the type, but maybe that's something I have to figure out eventually. But I think because that way we'll just make layers and it'll be fine. Or even, can we place things in other tile sets on one layer? I'm just trying to see how lazy I could get with this. So I mean, you can just place objects on that layer. Actually, these are tiles. Just kidding. Well, I mean, for, oops. Like, we could, like, let me think. All of the tile layers here, I don't have to worry about. So I'm not even going to read these. We can name the tile layers whatever we want, so I guess it doesn't matter if we have a template for that. So that's fine. And then the objects layer, we could just put all the objects onto one object layer. Because it's not like any of these are overlapping. I mean, okay, no. The boundaries, I would like to have on one layer. So I guess that would have to be there. I mean, yeah, it's not really an issue to just make them, but the thing is, this is gonna get a little more complicated. I'm trying to think of a way that I could organize this once and not have to think about it anymore. Like, I think one way of doing it, yeah, a template for new areas and stuff. Because the goal for this game is that on the world map, like, at any given moment, there might be like 5 or 6 points of interest here. Why not just a blank tile file with everything set up? Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, but the only issue with that is we'd have to update the template pretty often, and then old things won't be updated. So like if I make a couple levels right now, and then define the area entrance and exits and stuff, but then later I want to change how that works, I'd have to go through all of them. I mean, I should just find one way to doing this and commit to it. So I guess that's what I have to do right now. So sorry that I'm doing some abstract stuff on stream right now instead of, you know, just making the game. But let's see what we could do. So I think a script to edit the JSON to use references. Yeah, we could have something that just goes in and then... Wait, is there something I can do with commands? No, that's not anything. Yeah, because these are just TMX files. These are readable. No, that's too much work. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... I guess we're just gonna have to learn how to do this and, stick with it. So I think, instead of having a... Oops, sorry if it's getting all red. I don't know if that picks up on stream. And sorry if this is killing your eyes now, it's killing mine. So I think what we're gonna do is have a zones layer. Zones is gonna include everything. Like all of these, I could select all of these. I hope this works. Select all of these. Name them boundary, and add custom property boundary. Or even, I don't even need this. I could just read the name, because Godot's gonna read that. It's probably gonna say boundary 1, 2, and 3. Well, now it's broken because I broke the script. So let's fix the script first. For zone in scene get node zone, if zone dot name, I don't know how to read strings, begins with so, and then yeah, I think I'm making too big of a deal out of this. I think this will be fine. Also, what? Null instance. Body work. Zones, boundary. Node not found zone. Zones. Okay, now it works. And it, yeah, okay. And then we're also gonna have zones for, here's how it's gonna work. Let's create an exit to the overworld, okay? We're going to, in our zones object, or, okay, first, hold up. Collision, let's erase this, and platforms, let's erase this. Rocks, let's add a little more. So we're gonna, in our zones, we're gonna create a new rectangle right here. And this name is gonna be exit. Oops. Type is gonna be area. Type is just, Godot reads type, and then if it's called an area, then it knows to turn this into an area 2D. And then custom properties here's where we gotta fit. Let me think. This is gonna be where it spits you out on the world map. Now, obviously, having to put in specific numbers here is ugly, and I'll find a different way for this, but let's start with this. So in our zones, we have a couple boundaries and we have an exit. Now, can I make a match? I don't care. How am I gonna do this? So the way I currently have exits set up is area exit. Okay. How do you add a script to an object in code? Got script. Is there a set script? Set script. Okay. If zone has meta X and zone has meta Y, okay. Let's re-import and see if this breaks. It broke. Why can't we set script? Can't convert from string to object. Does this have to have load? Or a preload? Okay. Oh, it worked. Well, not really. It spawned me on top of this and then it broke. But let's try a different number. Where am I? Am I off screen? Yeah, okay. There we go. So, alright, now we know how to add scripts to objects from tiled. And I'm sure we could do some fancy schmancy stuff with that too. But yeah, so basically it's taking this object, Godot reads this as an area 2D that is shaped exactly like this and positioned exactly like that, and then I just add this script to it. And now I don't even need some of that other shit. Now, okay. What would be... Okay, well, first of all, let's go back to that overworld. Let's delete this guy. But let's set this area to ruins.tmx. It works. It just spawns you all the way over there. So it would be nice if we had a non-shitty way of... Oh man, is it 9 p.m. already? I have to study. Hold on, let me just see how much homework I have. And I'm gonna judge if I'm gonna cut off the stream right now. 1 second. Hold on. Psych, study guide. Yeah, whatever. Oh shit. I'm gonna fail this test tomorrow. I could study in the morning. Psych is easy. What is the mere exposure effect? Holds true for... Oh, I don't know. Hold on. As light wave enters the eyes, which 3 structures do they pass through first? In order? Shit. Fuck. I don't know. I am gonna fail this test. Let's see. Ugh. Am I gonna be responsible or make video games? So why is this Maxim Ray's account? Oh fuck it. Connect your study material to stuff you like. I like video games. I guess that means I should keep making this video game. Maxim Ray, you're still signed into my... You're signed into my Google Docs for some reason. Also, hi Maxim, I didn't know you were here. You're playing PM without me? Fuck. Man, do I want to keep making this? Do I want to study or do I want to play PM? No, Andrew, I'm just thinking if I should study right now, but I think I can do another hour. I'll just wake up early tomorrow. In fact, I'm gonna eat a sleeping pill right now. And then fall asleep. And just cram in the morning, because that always helps me. Alright. If I start yawning, I should probably go to sleep, and I'll start you tomorrow. So, what's next? Okay, Andrew, here's what we just did. I have this exit here. It's part of, you want to use X and, you want to not use X and Y? What do you mean? I do want to change this. But to what? Also, who's on my Discord? Who's sending me messages? Okay. Alright, Andrew. So, we got... This is now... You want to not use X and Y? The name of the node you want to teleport to. Oh, that's a smart idea. Oh, that's smart. That's so much smarter. Dude, you're so smart. You're such a smart guy. Yeah, because then I could just name this, town. And then... Oh, God, that's so much better. God, I'm so stupid. Thank you, man. And then I'll just do town, and then... Hold on, I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, sorry, was I ignoring you? I'm sorry. I have a low attention span. Alright, what other good ideas have I missed in the last 2 hours? Yeah. Like, I could just call this town. Yeah, and then okay. Area exit. So I don't even, fuck this. I'm getting rid of this. Delete. Not looking back. Delete. No, I don't care. In fact, I'm gonna delete those guys too. Don't need them anymore. It could be a 3-hour stream. It's usually I run out of things to do in 2 hours, and that's why I usually stop at around 2 hours or an hour and a half. But there's so much to do right now, and I'm gonna try to do all of this on stream just for people who want to see how to do it too. Okay, hold on. Did I break the game? All right, it still runs. Works. Okay. So, area exit. This doesn't need to be export anymore, but it could just be town. No, why did I say town? Town, points. If point Wait, okay, hold on. If body name is player. If point does not have, no. Basically what this line means is if we don't set a point, then the exit's just gonna use the last point. Meaning, if this place only has one way where you could go, and we don't have a property there, then it'll just be... POI is actually better, right? Point of interest. Poi. And then we just need to edit our global script. Okay. So U. If zone has meta, zone poi equals zone get meta poi. Okay. And then we'll remove this, call it, make it a string, poi, town. Save. And then for global, no, player return to overworld, which should probably be a global script, or a global function, we're gonna do, oh, that's fine. But in overworld player, this should be its own script. Whoa, Andrew, you're using your other name. I need to mod you. The Retro Dragon is Andrew, by the way. Player position equals, oh, town is just my default point of interest that I'm gonna use, and if there is no town, then we're fucked. But let's just hope that it never comes to that. So if has node global next point of interest equals get node No, I don't want to add everything to a dictionary just because that's another thing that I have to, I'd add it to tiled and then I'd have to go into Godot and then add it to that, or the text file and add it to that. So I'd rather just do this, honestly. Our point of interest equals get node town. If has node global next point of interest player position equals point of interest position plus vector 2 0 12. Also going to set overworld to the default scene. Crash. Invalid set player coordinate on base. Ah, damn it. There we go. Hello? Node not found. Entity spawn. Oh, this crashed for some reason. What did I do wrong? Invalid set index point of interest with value of type string. Area exit, point of interest. Come on, man. Just work. Invalid set index point of interest on base area 2D, area exit GD with value of type string. What? Tiled map reader. No, tiled import script. The zone point of interest equals I don't know if this is going to do anything different. Just work. Oh wait, did that work? Why did that work? Why did that work? So confused. Alright, so there's that, but I don't... I want there to be multiple spawns. Well, first, no, let's not worry about multiple spawns right now. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter as much as making, multiple areas. Because that's what I said we were going to do at the beginning, right? Also... I don't know why it has to be so high up, but I'll fix the offset eventually. Did you use an add-on? Yes. Tiled map importer for Godot 3. And there's a, there's this. Here's some details. Features, usage, and there's more stuff on a wiki here. Check that out. It's very nice. Don't error again. Ugh. And now he's falling. Buddy, just spawn in the right spot. Okay. So, yeah, now you could run in here, you know, do your thing, kill some guys, run away. Oh, I found a secret item that's lying right here that everyone can see. And I can leave. Oh, die, owl. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh. And then I could just walk out. Magic. And all that takes is the overworld having an area right here. What I think we're gonna do is in tiled, I guess in tiled we're just gonna have to put the path to the area again, which is fine. It'll just be another string, and then, or maybe no, I mean we could have like a lookup table where it's like, oh, this blah blah blah, oh, town area, and then, oh, the path to town area is this, blah blah blah. But no, that's too much work. We're just gonna put a straight path, and then yeah, so all this takes is an exit that says town. And yeah, I should just fix the offset, because I feel like the offset has been broken for everything. So I think it's just Let's just do this, and then set this to minus vector 2 32 32. No. I don't know what the offset is. You know? Yeah, I'd like a forest tile set. That'd be fun. You gotta try making me a tile setter, dude. Is this not changing at all? Oh, I need to re-import. You dang fool. Oh, you silly bitch. Alright, well that's too much. Yeah, I make tutorials! Tutorials is the easiest way to get people to like you. That's the only reason I have subscribers. And then now I just make video games on stream and no one's complained yet. Okay, I think that was it. Does that look like... No, that's not it. It should be... Ugh. Damn it. I don't know. So that looks like the right x coordinate. Why is that so... What is this offset? This is the weirdest offset. Oh, well, it's wrong. Oh, I have to press re-import. Why is the offset 8 negative 16? What is that? And why did tiled crash? Did I close tiled? Oh! Thank you, the sire. Thank you so much. Sweet. Alright. Also this... Oh, I think it's just negative 16. I think that's it. I think the X value is correct. Alright. It's on that tile. Yeah, that's it. In the middle of these two. There it is. Okay. And then I'm gonna assume that it's the same for everything else. Oh man, you're gonna do phase cam? That's smart. Nah, no one needs face cam for a programming stream. Cause then you'd have to see me. That sounded like there's gonna be more to the sentence, but nah, then you'd have to see me. And y'all gotta wait till the 1 million sub face reveal. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. My letters that I write are much more interesting than how I look. Much prettier, too. Honestly, though, people ask me to do face cam, and I'm not really sure why. I don't even have one, though. I have one on my laptop, but that's about it. What was I gonna do? Did I? Oh, I needed to add this to the enemies. Global position. Minus. Meter 2. So I think this should fix enemies as well. No, it's not 16. It must be like 12 or something. What is this? Christian? What are you talking about? Oh. Dude, fuck off, Christian. You're right, that should be a constant. Not that I think that it's ever gonna change, but that is better practice. You are correct. Something about corners is really just fucking up everyone's AI. So now we could add more points of interest just by saying cave or town 2. So that's neat. Let's add cave. Does the player have a katana? He has some sort of short sword. So let's add a guy for cave. Bam. Cave. And now, let's try creating a new thing from scratch. New. 100, tile size, 8x8. Cave. No, not object layer. Tile layer, yeah. And tile layer names don't matter. Why isn't that letting me? Why isn't it working? Oh, I see. You have to click. Why am I not clicking? There we go. And then we'll erase some of this shit. I mean, erase some of this shit. And then I don't Wait, hold on. I don't like how... Wait. Nah, just kidding. I don't like how the spawn is in entities. That's dumb. Honestly, I think it should be in zones. It might not be the best name for it, but I think it's the best fit. I think the spawn should be with the exits and stuff. And so that's gonna break that until I go into engine, things, no, not things, tile import script, things I could delete now actually. But if elif zone name begins with spawn, oh my god. Katana backwards is an attack. What the heckle? Alright, check this out. Zones. Check it out. You ready? Zones. Check it out. Rectangle. But that's not all. Rectangle's name. No. Rectangle name. Boundary. Type. Area. Properties. Don't need one. Now check this out. Oops. U. Exit. Type, area. Properties. Cave. No. Property. POI. Cave. And then finally point here, spawn, save, done, save, done, here, overworld, U, area, runes test. Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on. Bam. Cave. Save. Load. This works. Bam. Walk to the cave. Doesn't work. Did you like it? Alright, what's wrong with cave? Error can't open. Oh, first of all, this doesn't have any okay, so this does need to be called platforms, and then it'll automatically create collision. So that's nice. I think that should fix it. Yes. Load. This works. Walk into here. That opens this. But as you notice, there's no background. But worry not, friend. If we go to map properties, add a custom property, background, and set it to ruins, and save it, then we can walk into the cave, and there's a background. Easy peasy. Look, I almost look like I know what I'm doing. And we could also have multiple exits in an area that lead to different locations on the world map. For instance, a cave that you enter through one side and then you walk through the cave and then you exit throughout like a different side of the mountain. What we currently cannot do is define which we need to make it so we could define spawns for something. You know, like we could have spawn A here and then spawn B over there, and then on the overworld we'll just have an export variable. In fact, let's just do this. Spawn A. And this could be named whatever we want, honestly, but I'm just gonna say spawn A. And then U terrains. Let's remove some area. Define a new zone. Let's just duplicate U and move it here. And then point of interest is going to be town. So this guy's going to be cave, this guy's going to be town. This guy's... Didn't I give him a thing? I thought I just gave him something. Oh, that's what I did. My bad. And then... what's next, you may ask? Well, export string variable spawn equals A by default. Or honestly doesn't matter. But global no. Then on our map reader. Okay, so not that. We have to do something else with this. Yeah, we can't just do it like this. Because all of this, the player's spawn is decided on import instead of on scene load. So let's add a... We could add a script to... Let's make a room script. Or area controller, let's call it that. So, okay. We're just gonna do this. to begin with. I should organize these into functions later. But without this, here, first let's scene add script or set script. Where did I see that? Set script. I don't like how I guess area's an apt enough name for this. So now I could add to our area controller that scene spawns append zone get meta spawn. Okay. What is it talking about? So I'm creating an array of all of the spawns in a scene. And the key is gonna be the node, and then the value is gonna be the A or B, and then no, it should be the other way around. Can I do that? Oh, this should be a function. And maybe that should be on ready. Hey, Deadhead. We got a bunch of spicy stuff going on. So equals dictionary get global dot next spawn position. Hold on. Maybe this is gonna work. Let's see. No, that was wrong. We want them to both lead to the cave. This is gonna be cave B, and this is gonna be cave A. What the fuck? Well, that's not right. It created 2 players, I think. Why would it create 2 players? Far player is that? I think it's creating 2 players. That's my guess. Ah, but it shouldn't. Maybe I just had to re-import. Okay, crash. Invalid get index spawns on Node 2D area controller. Why? Why? Okay, fine. Honestly, we could do all of this at runtime. But seed and set script preload. Why won't that just work? Wait, unable to get function. Hold on, re-import. Okay, yeah. What the hell? Well, this was also breaking on, for some reason I just wrote get and then it worked. Maybe this should be call deferred, I don't know. Yeah, why would that fix it? Okay. I don't know about this, Chief. Invalid get. Oh, well. It feels like doing this breaks it. Yep. So setting the script breaks it. Lesson learned. So this won't work. I mean, okay, we could just throw this all in a global script. It's fine. But I don't know why that wouldn't work. But what we could do is elif zone name begins with spawn. 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 Hold on. No, we can't just throw that in a global script. That's silly. Because this only happens on import. This doesn't happen on all the time. So, well, I guess, no, because this isn't something that stays here. This is just an import script. Once this is done, everything here is thrown out. I could write this into the player. The player is something that will be here. Oh my god. So what did I have there before? See you, Eric. Thanks for coming. Position equals spawns I don't know. Still crashing? Why? Invalid get spawns? What? Alright, now you're just being difficult. It's there. Bucko. Oh, maybe I have to set. For some reason it doesn't let you just put it here. Okay, what the fuck? Of course. I don't know how to do this. I don't think get meta is something I could use outside of that script. And it's, I don't know how to... Okay, here's one thing I could do. I could make a script for the spawns themselves. Here, let's start with that. There are multiple exits and spawns though, right? Yeah, but I think this will work. Because... check it out. Okay, don't need that though. Area controller. Why is this running now? Why is area controller running? I thought that was broken. What the fuck? Okay, no, that ain't it. Re-import. That's the wrong place. This might be getting initialized too late. No, that's not it. Well, that one worked. Puts you in the wrong spot, though. Oh, these are opposites. So already this is getting a little confusing, and that's a bad sign because it probably will be confusing. Nope, that ain't it. This sucks. Oh, why isn't game development easy? I have a site quiz tomorrow. Okay, let me think. This shouldn't be inspiring, this just sucks. Town and spawn A. So town, spawn A, cave is spawn B, right? B, cave. And then really we'll name these entrances like cave of requirement A, cave of requirement B, and then it'll be obvious which is which. And then okay, let me think. Work. I'm just gonna run it and hope it works this time. I think I'm missing something obvious. If body entered, because here's what happens. Well, honestly, I think the yield here was the start. And we'll cover this up with a loading screen. Dude, aren't you supposed to be A? Why are you bringing me to B? Because check it out. Here's what happens. Here. Alright, I'd rather them do that. Is this not... Because here's what's supposed to happen. Check it out. Where does it set the spawn meta? We set the spawn metadata here. And what happens is the player touches an overworld entrance. It sets global... Oh, I want to get out. Yeah, let's make sure that's working correctly. Yeah, it's probably just not reading this dictionary correctly. Hold up. Wait. Why did that not print? Why is this empty? Node not found enemies, that's fine. Here, let's make a check for that first. Okay, so no bugs right now. Commissions header is missing a S. God damn it. No, it's not. Which one? Oh. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Player position equals blah blah blah. So, why is this not getting... We should get 2 tests here. Alright, we are getting 2 tests. I don't want 2 tests, but that's what it looks like we're getting. So why won't... Well, they are getting the script, but they're not getting this. Like, why is it that they're getting the script? Because they are getting the script. The fact that it's showing anything at all there means that they're both getting the script. But why won't their spawn get set? Wait. So Could it be that there's 2 names here? No. Oh my god, none of this is working correctly because it's still putting... Oh my god. So I'm glad that we're doing this because this brought up another problem. The exits aren't even working correctly. It's just putting you at wherever you were last. Because I'm landing in the same exit and it's putting me wherever I went last. I'm glad we looked into this. Because these lines are not doing anything. Oh, but that's... both explains everything and is much more annoying. Okay. God damn it. It's like you think you're figuring things out. This isn't helpful. Can you check each zone properties on runtime? No, I don't think you can. Because I think this... Pretty sure this get meta only happens when you click import. So I hate how this keeps changing the scene. Like, what I could do is... No. These script, I can't add a script and then change the script variables for some reason. Well, they have it, but it won't set. The other thing is these boundaries are in groups, but it doesn't show. So that's another annoying thing. It doesn't always show it. So I don't know for sure, because, like, look. Wait, why wouldn't it show, though? I don't know. So, okay, that's, so these lines aren't doing anything. Can I call defer set them? What about naming the spawn XXX? Oh man, that would make so much more sense. Yeah, could do that. Because I'm already doing begins with. But I would like to figure out the custom properties, because this isn't the only time I'll be using custom properties. Like, here, let me try this, but that'll be, what about naming spawn? No, I can't do that in Godot. I'm not gonna touch anything in Godot. Everything has to be things from tiled. Unless you mean set their name, like, in the script. Maybe names or something that could be renamed here. Yeah, let's try that. Hold on, let's see if this is set, though. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay. So now there's... Ugh. It's not changing the name. No. Oh, and I'm not even doing the groups thing anymore. I didn't even bother with that this time. Like, it's not really letting me change the properties of anything. It did let me do this. anything that I add, like enemies and stuff, I could change the properties of those. Oh, okay. So this might be the yield. I think I forgot to press re-import. Oh, here we go. You were right. That's it. Now that's still spawning in the same spot. But now we know that names work, so let's try more name stuff. Area exit. Oh, re-import. Never forget that. Alright, let's turn off collision shapes and unprint that shit. If we walk to this side, it should put us at the other place. Yes. Okay. We walk back over here. Puts us here. If we walk back over here. Okay. Whew. That's it. That is what I wanted to get done. Thank you for telling me to use names. I didn't realize it wouldn't let us use variables, but names work. Man, what a pain in the ass. I like tiled though. So this is just Godot crap. And I love Godot. Do not get me wrong. But I don't understand why that didn't work. Alright, now we can walk between two areas. Yeah, at least now we know. And I want to try adding a third area and a third exit, but I'm just gonna trust that it's working as it should be. Alright, let's try adding an enemies layer. Okay, what's broken now? What do you mean node's not found? So let's delete template. Attempt to call function get children in base null instance on null instance. What? all have their properties. No, it's not type because I don't. No, it's not that. Because I don't do that here either. But what is this? The original still works. The original they spawned. Alright, that is rightfully crashing because it doesn't have spawn. But now this ruins test should have broken enemies now for some reason. No, enemies still work. So why don't they work over there? They are supposed to import as sprites. But then they're supposed to spawn the other guys and then delete the whole thing. That's not happening here. It's keeping enemies as the sprites, but the rest of the script isn't running. Okay, it's this. Wait, what the fuck? That's annoying. This box was unchecked for some reason. God. Alright, that works. Everything is working as it should. Cool. Tiled works. And then, yeah. And Andrew could go ahead and make the tiled stuff as detailed as he wants. And then all we need is just that other stuff. All it requires is an object layer called zones with some stuff. Ooh, Andrew could start. Alright, I'll put it on Git. Alright. Said I was going to study an hour ago, so I should probably go now. Thank you all for coming. I'm tired. Bye-bye.